Hi, this is Chris Gouldy with the Gouldy Group right here in Southern Maryland, and I was recently asked a question that I hadn't heard in a while. And so I had to do some research to answer it, and I'm happy to bring the answer here to you. That question is, just how accurate is my Zestimate on my house? I believe that the reason I haven't heard this question in so long is I think many people have just become to assume that the Zestimate is accurate. And they just don't give it a second thought. If they want to know how much their house is worth, they go to Zillow and pull it up and take a look at the Zestimate. That wasn't the case many years ago, and if you scroll way back in this blog, you're going to find a post from probably around 2004, where I actually went and looked up and researched how accurate Zillow's estimates were. At the time, to go from where the Zestimate displayed on your computer screen to get to their accuracy statement took you 5 clicks. So 5 different clicks you had to go through to get there. And they were within 10% of the value 50% of the time. That was as much detail they'd give on their accuracy. I take that as a mathematician's way of saying that they're never right. So why are they never right? And has that changed? Zillow's never seen your house. It's kind of like getting a tax assessment. The tax assessor's never seen your house. He's never been in your house. He does have access to the MLS, and Zillow's computers and bots do too. And they have access to tax records to find those off-the-market sales that will affect value that usually appraisers look at, and we as agents do when we're trying to price your home for you. And a tax assessed value is nowhere near accurate on your home sales price. So how accurate is the Zestimate when they get down in there? So for this video, I decided I was going to take a look at this again, and I sat down and I pulled up the Zestimate on a property that we had listed and sold many years ago. And right there is a little button you click on for the Zestimate. You click on that and it tells you that the Zestimate is basically their estimate. You can click a little button for more information, and right there in 2 clicks, which is a vast improvement over the 5 clicks, you get to see just how accurate they are. Sort of. That first page that you land on takes you to a page where Zillow talks about how accurate their estimates are for on-the-market properties. An on-the-market property is one that's currently listed with an agent, and what Zillow does is they adjust their estimate to the list price when a property lists. So whatever it was last week doesn't matter. Now the only thing you're going to be able to find is this estimate that's equal to the list price. And turns out real estate agents are pretty good at listing houses, and most of the properties close within 2% of the list price, 2% of the Zestimate, which is really just the list price from the agent. It turns out agents are really good at selling houses because Zillow is saying that Zestimate for on-the-market properties is within 2% of the actual sales price. And what's that Zestimate for on-the-market price? That's right, it's the listing agent's list price. So Zillow says they're within 2% of the sales price on properties, and counting that as their accuracy. If you dig a little bit deeper into that, there is another link you can click, so that puts us at 3, not so much a vast improvement over 5. And on there you find what their estimate is for their off-the-market properties. So your house, if you haven't had it on the market for a while, how accurate is your estimate? Turns out that hasn't changed a whole lot since 2004. And in the Washington, D.C. area, we're only 9.8% accuracy. That means that if your estimate's $400,000, that your house could be really worth $360,000, or could be really worth $440,000. How do you know? We call a real estate agent, hopefully me, and we'll come out there and we'll take a look at the house. We'll talk to you about the improvements you've made. We'll compare it to other properties that have recently sold, other properties that are on the market in a market that's moving this fast, and we'll come up with an actual value of your house that you can rely upon. So if you'd like to know how much your house is really worth, go ahead and give the Gouldy Group a call, send us an email. We'd be more than happy to help.